understand me, and I understand you. I want to sleep with you. That's all I wanna do. I want to sleep with you. That's all I wanna do. I wanna sleep with you. Treat your legs up on my neck, these stroke, I'm fucking you. 3 or 4 times in the same night, ain't no fucking something to. I confess I could be your professor. Be your west on the dresser. Face in the mirror, back there raw. Anytime do a nigga gotta say yes. If I gotta pay a damn thing in the wing. Start acting like you really don't want this dick. Cause you know I'm a shit, that's all I'm saying. Gotta put my face all up a bit.
Now the thing is about the cops is they're human too. You know what I'm saying? You know, those of you that have been following my stories, y'all know that I got a lot of cop relatives that work for different departments or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's in high places and whatnot. So I know the thing of bad cops and good cops. They're all around the world. You know what I'm saying? And in my case, I'm fortunate enough to have my relatives that will be considered fair and good cops. You know what I'm saying? Cousin Calvin Ponder worked for E Point. Cousin Officer Garrett worked for East Point. You know what I'm saying? Cousin Officer Garrett worked for College Park. Officer Garrett Sr. I got a cousin, Calvin Ponder, son works for Union City. Got a cousin, DA, judge, you know, all through the system. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, fortunately enough that my family, was raised right to, protect people. They did that anyway as family. You know what I'm saying? Protect people, respect the boundaries, different things like that, man. So, you're going to have the good ones and you're going to have the bad ones. Most of the time, we always talk about the bad ones. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, the bad stand out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I say this society makes the bad stand out more than the good, I don't know why the word's like that, but however. Now, in my hood growing up, we had different cops that, were specialized in different things. You know what I'm saying? This cop was good at this, this cop was good at like Cruisin. Cruisin was a cop in College Park police force that dealt with the street beat. And he dealt a lot into narcotics, and that's where he got his name from. You know what I'm saying? His name is Officer Cruisin Naki. And he ended up going from just a regular cop to like deputy chief. You know what I'm saying? And he ran for chief of police but lost. I wish he would have won, man. You know what I'm saying? He had my vote. And actually I was gonna do his whole little campaign thing, man, like the marketing and publicity and stuff like that right there. Well, my company was. But Cruisin Naki, he had like I said, everybody had their different gifts and what they was unique at. Cruisin Naki was the cop that was good at ambushing. He was one of those cops like, if they finna come and try to mess with the guys on the corner, Cruisin Naki was the one that like had the blueprint of what he already seen in his head. So what he would do was he would have the other cops let him out at this part of the projects. And they would come from like the entry, the rest of the cops would come from the entry point, and it was like he already knew the directions that we was gonna run, the trajectory of what we gonna run, the timing and all that. And he was one of those cops that stood behind the building, and when we took off running, I got him, and you bit that corner, he clothes hung your ass. I'm talking about like y'all remember like the WWF, WWE, WCW or whatever, back in the Hulk Hogan and the Nikita Koloff, the Russian boys. He used to Russian sickle you, man. Everybody talked about cruising that and watching them corners when you run, man. Because it was like he was a cop ninja. You know, just poof. You in jail. Hey, but he specialized, man, in ambushing, man. And the moment that you think that you done got away, he would just appear, man. Especially if you running, he wasn't trying to run behind you. None of that, man. He knew what direction that we was gonna run, and he waited for us. And when I say he clotheslined your butt, I'm talking about can't breathe. Feet come up up under you. You know, because you dipping. You know, you running for your life. And just to run into that arm, and I'm talking about, and he was muscle now. That was muscle right there. Boom. And think about it, we were young. The older guys too. You know what I'm saying? I'm 14 when he caught me up through there. But we talking about the older guys too, man. Cruising there. And he was a great cop now. He was a great cop. When I say a great cop, meaning like, this cop was telling me when I was younger, man, hey man, you're going down the wrong path. You don't kill somebody. You gonna get killed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what my mom was saying. He was saying the same thing my mom was saying. So, bad cop, good cop. Come on, he's saying good things. He's trying to stop me from going down the wrong path. You know, a lot of cops didn't say nothing. They just lock you up. Didn't care. Throw away the key. But he wasn't like that, man. Even the first time I got caught, he got the drugs from me, the crack, and made me throw him out. Slapped me in the back of the head, tell me to go home. It's white cop, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, white cops dirty, like that. Y'all got to remember NWA, Ice Cube now. Back in the day, because it wasn't never like that. The white officers showed us a lot more respect than the black officer. Y'all remember NWA, Ice Cube, black police showing out for the white cop. That's what was going on, man. Hey, and it still go on right now to this day. That's real talk, man. But there's another cop, College Park Police Department, that came from just being a regular cop, just like you're a regular drug dealer, selling this and that. And as you go and do your thing, you get your rank. You become this, you become that. Now you're supplying the whole hood. He did the same thing Cruz did, Cruisin Naki did, and they was partners, man. His name was Officer Block. He was cop car, motorcycle, on foot. Now, he was versatile. He had different gifts. He'll creep up on you. He was one of the ones that he was very silent when he caught you. It was no pull up there, jump out the car, running after like that. Now, he did that, but that wasn't his stilo. He was quiet. He was one of them guys that on a motorcycle, y'all know motorcycles are loud. Not only are they loud, y'all know the cop motorcycles are definitely loud. He would leave from that station on that motorcycle, right? Coming down to the project. And right when he get up in the project, it's sitting on projects, well, I say half of the project is on like an incline, a hill. Once he entered the projects on that hill right there, he used to cut his motorcycle off and just put it in neutral and just ride, coast on through there. And we out there selling dope, pistols out there, smoking weed and everything. And when we look back, the motorcycle just cruising up. Everybody running. And their mama. If your mama smoked crack back then and she was standing out there, she ran. She was a runner. But the thing about him, unlike Cruisin Naki, is, like I said, he would jump out the car on you, pull up like that. He was a distant runner. They had a lot of fast cops on there, and they were known for their speed, and they'll catch you, and you couldn't end up, but it's hard to get away from him, and like that right now. But Officer Block lieutenant, then Captain Block was really hard to get away from him. And he wasn't the fastest cop wasn't near the fastest cop on the police force. But he was a distant runner, man. Do y'all know cross country? I mean, on his off days, us in the hood, we leave from the hood, finna go to the store, finna go to Dairy Queen, finna go to Wakefield, Winn-Dixie, Walmart, or whatever, and we get in the car and we leave from the hood. Man, we get 10 miles down the hood, and we see Officer Block jogging. He on his off day, just jogging down the main street in College Park, 29. And when I tell you, we go past, boy, that go Officer Block right there. He, this one Saturday morning, he just doing exercise. That's how he got that running, man. Man, we'll leave from College Park, man. We might go way down to Union City, Faber. Do something down my partner house, my cousin's house, just whatever. Get in the car and going back to College Park. Man, he's still running. He in Faber now. He done went two cities down, man. 2 cities down. And then turn around and come back. Don't stop, just jogging, man. On the off day. That man, and I done had my experience with him. He done caught me. But let me tell y'all about his technique, man. You take off running from Captain Block. You have to get out his eyesight. Bend the corner. You have to run it. Bend the corner. You have to get out his eyesight. Because you could be 2 miles down the road, running full speed, just got your energy. 2 miles, he gonna eat them up like they breakfast. What? He can see you now. Long as he got you in his eyesight, he ain't gonna never stop running. That's why I say you have to bend a corner, and bend a corner, and bend a corner, and then bend 3 more corners. Cause long he got you in his eyesight, he's gonna be like this right here. You gonna be like this right here. He gonna be like this. Hey, by the time you done did 100 yards, by the time you done need a football field, all them blunts and that chronic, all them new posts. Now you like this. Now you looking back like this. Shit. Cause he stay like this. Hello. I'm doing face for you like this. Real RoboCop. Hey, listen, y'all. When I ran from and got caught, I was chewing on that food. We run from, I jumped over that fence. I remember that story. I jumped over that fence, and when I landed, boo, it got lodged in my throat. I started choking, like real choking, and fell to my knee. When it finally came out and I stood up, I looked back. He was back there. I started back running, but I'm out of breath. I'm fatigued. That choke had messed me up. I had a Glock, a Glock 20 10 millimeter. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I had a Glock 20 10 millimeter 50 grip. 50 grip, hand grip. I threw it on the concession stand. He caught it. He caught me. The lady told you I threw something up there. He locked me up, whatever, so big. Man, do y'all know the gun was bad now? I got it when I Robin, and then he was in his house or whatever. He didn't even grab for it. He was so scared we came in the house. But when I tell y'all, it was, we'll say, we caught me that pistol. We'll say 15 to 16 years later. I'm married now, kids, stay on the outskirts of College Park, out the streets. My wife is a bartender and manager at a restaurant, right by Embarcadero Road, Joe's at Sullivan. Y'all remember that? Joe's at Sullivan, for the people who familiar with the College Park, Old National Gallery Road area. What's up to my partners out there, Hillendale, everybody. She was working at Joe's on Sullivan, and he was the security guard there. And at the end of the day, when they doing their money, everybody gone. He talking to him, make sure they're like that right there. And she looked at him. She said, "Oh, all the time you working here, I never really looked at and read you. Bad, I thought you was a security guard. You actually an officer for College Park Police." She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, if you're an officer for College Park Police, it's more likely you know my husband. He was like, what's your husband's name? His name Dontrice Knox. Man, he just bust out laughing, man. He say, man, me and Dontrice go back, man. Man, we go back. Then he say, not only do we go back, when you get home, you tell him I said hello, and that I work up here, up here where you at. And then he said, and you make sure you tell him it's almost 20 years later and tell him I still have that Glock that he threw on a concession stand. And when she told me, I said, you lied, you what? He said, I was tripping on it. And he told her to tell me that he still got that Glock, that he loved that gun so bad that he put it through the channels, as a cop, and he ended up keeping it and let him have the gun. And he told me he still got that gun right now to this day, man. Hey, let me tell y'all something funny though. Probably about 2 years ago, I go down to the hood, see my homeboys and everybody, we hanging out, and College Park police car pulls up in the projects in Greer Coat. And my partner, one of my OG partners, started saying, dang, man, there go Officer Block. This Officer Block, y'all. Everybody like, oh, Lord, chicken running head like that. And I said, man, that Block. Man, let me go holler at Block. They're like, no, Tree, man, no, let her ride through. I said, man, hold on, man, y'all need it. Man, I'm finna holler at him, man, home cool, what it is. These the same cop, he just like Cruisin Naki. When my brother, my man Tremaine Knox, got killed, when I look back, that one row was full of cops, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, my brother was criminal. We was against them. You know what I'm saying? But they knew that these little kids human, this, that, and they respected me. So they came to my little brother's funeral. You know what I'm saying? Officer Block was one of them as well. Miss Cagle, Cruisin Naki, they was all at my brother's funeral, man. And I remember when I seen him, I waved him down in the project. Everybody, oh, man, they whisper though, they watch him out. But I go out there to the car, man, he see me, man, he get out, man, we shake hands, we hook back up, man. We sat out there maybe probably about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, man, reminiscing about the old days, man, when I was younger, running from the stolen cars, the drugs, the house getting busted, just everything, man. And especially we talked about the Glock 20 that he said he still had. He mentioned that too while I was standing up. But half of the people out there, my homies or not my homies or just whoever, they was upset with that. You know what I'm saying? And I understand though, because with me keeping the cop there, talking to him about old days or whatever when I was younger, I'm slowing the trap down. You know what I'm saying? Their money, I mess with their money, all that. So I understand what my homie saying, even the haters. You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is, man, right before he left and got through talking or whatever, man, he said, he asked about how my mama doing and stuff, my sister and things of that nature, the family, man. And then he was like, man, do me a big favor, man. I'm like, what? He was like, I want you to sit in back of my police car, and I'm gonna take like 2-3 pictures of you, man. I want to send one to former Officer Cruisin Naki, who do not reside in Georgia no more. He moved out of state, and he wanted to send he don't keep one for himself, memorabilia, and he wanted to send the other one to my mama and mess with her. So I sit in the car. He get my phone though. He use my phone, and while I'm sitting in the back of the car looking out the window like this right here, he snapped a couple of pictures with me. And so I sent it to my mama. He sent it to the former officer that stays out of town, and then he actually sent it to a couple of his colleagues. You know what I'm saying? But before I can even get out the car and shake your hand like, I'm gonna see you later on, man, and things of that nature, man, my mama was already calling the phone back. My mama and my sister. And he answered, she be like, what's going on? What he do? Oh my God, what? He was like, nah, I was just playing a joke. How you doing? This is Officer Block. This is, this is Captain Block right here. And like my mama, I was like, before he sent the picture, I was like, hey man, my mama have a heart attack, man. Kind of police paying for the funeral. But it was so crazy though, man, when they got those pictures, man. Real talk. But the thing is about it, man, it's been like that for years, man. Like I come to the hood, man. I see a former cop that used to run after me or lock me up when I was a teenager and stuff, man. We'll sit there and chop it up, man, about the old days. He done even, well, several of them have even got on the CB. And hit over the dispatch that they got me right there, man. That treat, man. Y'all remember that treat night like that? Hey, man, I be standing out there, man, by 10 cars to pull up, man. Just to see OG Black Boy, just to shake my hand, be like, man, how you been, man? Hey, man, see the movie or just, real talk, man. But like I say, man, all cops, not bad cops, man. Some of them human, man. Some of them human. Listen to me. Because the bad ones ain't human, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man, to another great episode of Underground Source TV, man. It's going down right here, man. Album out, The Pumpkin Patch, October 31st, man. Y'all check out my YouTube playlist. I got some of the album on there, man. And, of course, memberships. Y'all go ahead and log in and get them memberships down so y'all can see some of this behind-the-scenes footage, man. Some of these stories that I don't put out right here, man. Real talk, man. And y'all know y'all can book me now to come out to any of y'all events, man. Y'all see the shirt, man. It's Deuce, man, my little brother, man. Man. But it's going down right here, man. OG Black Boy, 3700. TV and film producer Don Trees, Knox College Park, stand up.
See a hall and falling, make my spinning, and I'm not gonna stop till I finish. Make that cock right to the light fin.